Hi, this is Lori Sherrod with Clemson's Teaching and Learning. I'm going to go over a quick overview of what we do in our Introduction to Google Sites class with a link to the Clemson ePortfolio. To start with, you'll log into g.clemson.edu and click on Documents. This is where you'll go to upload any documents you'd like to have embedded in your site. You may use Word, Excel, PowerPoint, or JPEG. The only special thing to know about that is that if you're using PowerPoint, you need to save your PowerPoint as Office 2003 file format, which is a PPT and not a PPTX. A PPTX will not display properly in a Google site, but all of the others you can use the newest file format. Once you've got the files that you'd like to include in your site uploaded, you do need to click on both Publish and Make Public, which are options you get right when you finish uploading your file. Next, we're going to take a look at sites. Now, one thing that's new is there is a new view for Google Apps for Education, which I have checked. If you've not checked it, you'll see the same information. It will look just a little bit different. It shows you any sites you already have. You may have multiple sites at the top of that page. You can look at all of the sites at Clemson. Oh, maybe you can't. Oh, here it is, Browse Sites. And the reason I usually do that before I get started is to show the categories, because one of the options when you're creating a Google site is to put it in a category. And we do recommend that students who are doing this for class or for the ePortfolio may want to put it by their major. So for example, if your major is communications, notice there's a communication studies, and a communications. They're all spelled slightly differently. You want to use one of those and not something that's not on there, because if you do, you'll be creating a brand new category. So I believe I'm going to use communications for my category today. So I'm going to click Create. And when you create a new site, the first choice at the top is a blank template or browse the gallery for more templates. For your very first site, I would recommend you stay away from that gallery, because you'll see sites that are already built that have someone else's data in them frequently. So we'll start with a blank template. And then for the name of your site, I would recommend putting your Clemson username. Now, if you've already got a site, which I do using my Clemson username, you can add a 1 or a 2 or a 3, and I actually have quite a few sites. I'm going to add 101. The important thing is to make it unique. Now, just below that, you're going to see the URL for your site, and the first part of the URL is not negotiable. But the last part is what you put in. So for that reason, you don't want to be putting spaces and special characters and making it very long. Now, I'll show you a way you can kind of rename the site once we get into the tool. The next option is to select a theme, and there are a number of very nice themes that you can pick from. This is basically the colors and fonts and background and so forth. For today, I am going to select Madison. By the way, if you pick a theme and then get in there and you hate that theme, it's really easy to change it from inside the tool. And finally, under More Options, you have that category choice. As I said, I was going to use communications. I will be deleting mine, so I won't be adding to that category. And then for a site description, I would recommend that you put your full name and something about the purpose of the site. So I'm going to call this one Lori Sherrod's Clemson ePortfolio. Then you have to specify whether you want to make it public or only people at Clemson, or only people you specify. If you're going to want to use this for your ePortfolio or maybe to send to a potential employer, you're going to need to make it public, because they will be required to log in with a Clemson username and password if you made it only Clemson people. So now I'm going to say Create. Now you might notice I'm using Google Chrome as my browser. In general, Google Apps works better in Google Chrome, but it works fine in the others as well. Now, the first thing you may see that a lot of people do not like is the great big name I invented there. I'm going to show you how you can take that off and or change it. Now, in general, just taking a quick look around the page, there are 3 buttons in the upper right-hand corner. One is to edit the current page. The second one is to create a new page that will be linked from the home page. And the third is more actions, and that's just about everything else that you're going to want to be doing. Let's start out with edit page, and when you do edit page, you're going to notice you get a nice menu bar up here. You get a toolbar right here, and you get a blinking cursor down in your page where you can simply begin typing. Now, one of the options I like to use is the layout option right here. If you click on layout, you can make your inner box one column, two column with borders. So you have quite a few choices. I am going to make mine 2 column with borders. So now you'll see I've got these 4 boxes I can put stuff in. Now the one on the right, I'd like to put a photo. So I'm going to say insert. And you'll notice under insert, you have the option to insert a picture, a link, a table of contents, horizontal line, a calendar, a document, and that comes straight from Google Documents, a map, a presentation, video, and that comes from YouTube, or there are some possibilities for uploading videos into Google Docs. And at the bottom you have gadgets, and that's just about any of the standard gadgets you see on the web, like a calendar or clock or whatever. Okay, I am going to start out with an image though, and it lets you browse your computer's hard drive to find an image. And I'm going to go out into my pictures, and let me scroll down a little bit in my pictures, and I think I'm going to use that one. No, that one. Okay. Now, you'll notice that I have my box a little small right now because I wanted to have a higher quality video, but my picture came out really huge where you can't really see what's in the picture. But you do have these nice options right down here, small, medium, and large. Let's see what small looks like. Small is tiny. How about medium? I think I like medium best for this page. Now, the other choice you have is under align, left, center, or right. It's left aligned in that